Hey everybody, so I decided I needed to go live for all of you. Let me turn that down, mute, to talk to you about this because there's so many people that have so many questions about this, and there's so much that I want to tell you about this because I think it is, I just can't even put it into words. Hey Amanda! So, let's talk about this to be mindset. And I am going to show you some pictures that I printed out because when this came out, we started learning about this, coaches, we started getting our trainings and learning about this and, getting on calls and all that. I was like, this is what I needed probably when I started. This is what maybe would have been a great option for me. Now, I'm not discounting the fact that when I started, I did P90X3 and lost 20 pounds in 3 months, or in the first month. That is me. But I just was thinking, I was that person that was 225 pounds. And when someone that is, not even 5 foot, I felt totally disconnected with my body. I felt awkward in my body. Hey Melissa, I remember working out and it was a complete struggle. I'm going to show you some of these. This is what I started out as. This was me. This was me. This was me the weekend before I took my pictures. Me. This was me. Then I took my pictures. I was so embarrassed. I didn't even, you weren't getting a, shorts and a sports bra, shirt, picture, all that from me. And then I want to show you this one. This was probably one of my first workouts. And I want you to look at the comparison. Do you see that person there? Do you see her eyes? I want you to look here. I look at these pictures and I get emotional because I see my eyes in these pictures and I am defeated, distraught, all of it. And then I want to show you this one. Look at the picture of my eyes in this one. This was a while ago, but look at me. Look how I changed. So if this would have probably been around, this would have been perfect for the person that was very completely overweight. Absolutely. So what this is, and this is why I do my due diligence and research and all this kind of stuff. What can I with this program? What can I eat? People are asking, all this kind of stuff. Everyone's so accustomed to in this society, saying, there's going to be some sort of sacrifice you're going to make. If you want to be thin or skinny or whatever it might be, you're saying to yourself, there's going to be some sort of sacrifice. And, there are programs out there that say you are going to have to sacrifice something. You're going to have to sacrifice maybe the time to work out. When you're carrying over 100 pounds extra on you, you're going to be sacrificing how that feels. You're going to be sacrificing that time. You're going to be sacrificing giving up X, Y, and Z. And the creator of this is a registered dietitian, so she has degrees behind this. She's done the research, all this kind of stuff. And I'm not saying this to degrade anyone other out there that promote weight loss kind of stuff, or no one else really promotes a healthy living lifestyle like we do with the company that I work for. I really do believe that all that other stuff is a quick fix. And guys, when I started this, I was very skeptical. I was like, I am not doing some weird pyramid scheme program thing and where I'm just going to message people, hey, buy this, hey, buy this, hey, buy this, because that's not me, because I know that doesn't work, because I fell into that trap. I did other kinds of things, and when I always say to you that I've done all these things before, I really have. Even to the point of surgery where I tried to alter my body that should have been it was made a certain way, but what was really lacking was I didn't have the knowledge of how to eat and what to eat and when to eat and what to do for myself. I was so like standing there with like, what do they say? Like my flapping in the wind, right? Like I had no idea what was going on, and I really needed direction and guidance. So this is something that really is for every single person. You have 5 pounds to lose, you have 100 pounds to lose. This is getting you knowledgeable. It's getting you into a spot where you are feeling like you still aren't depriving yourself, but like you're looking at food totally different. That I'm going to put that into my body and it's going to make me feel X, Y, and Z, and I want more of that, or I don't want that. It's something that it's, when you're told you can't have something, you want it even more. It's like this brain psychology thing. It is just what it is. This is something that's livable, effective, and it's a positive approach to eating well and sustaining it. How many of us have been on some kind of, and here, Luther's gonna come out. If you ever watched Luther and Obama, it blows my mind. People are like, I'm dieting. Like, I'm on a diet. No, we should be eating this way our entire life. You need good nutrition. You need to eat X, Y, and Z and put it in your body so you can function the most proper way that you're meant to function and have the most energy and be able to lay down at night and get a good amount of sleep. You're not getting that by binge eating more sugar or just putting a ton of bacon in your body. I'm sorry, you're not. And that's what she's saying. This registered dietitian with all this stuff, and in all of our programs, it is backed by so much study and so much research, and it's not backed by scoundrels and people that are, doing all this other stuff. But all that aside, like, this shit is legit. Basically, that's what it is. So, there's a lot of hot terms right now, like the vegan, the keto, and all that kind of stuff. But, like, that for people, especially if you're the keto stuff and, you're from working with a doctor that's like, yeah, you should do this because you're diabetic and blah, 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 you get into ketosis and all this other kind of stuff, like, okay. There's a lot of people out there that say, oh, do this, this, and this, and it's from one book, and I read the books. I read it because I want to know the knowledge. I want to hear what they're saying, but is it the end-all, be-all? Is that really what it's supposed to be? And no, it's not, because you have some people that are just reading certain things, like they're not getting all of it together. And I think I make sense when I say that, but it's a super effective approach to weight loss, whether it's 5 pounds or over 100 pounds, like where I was when I showed you, all these pictures of me, me. It's about having a good, positive relationship with food and being okay with that in your mind. It's to understanding what food does to your body, because some people, like with me, sugars really affect me, and other people, like complex carbs really affect them, or processed stuff really affects them. So it's this, you're gonna see what is good for you. Our bodies, yes, we were all like made the same, but there's some differences definitely to us as well. I want people to understand this is a positive approach. You are, it's going to be sensible. It's something that you're going to be able to implement right away. Because I want you to have a healthy lifestyle change. Not just 3 weeks before a wedding change, when you're starving yourself and you're fasting and you're not doing this, but you're dieting. Like, don't do that to yourself. It causes internal damage. Trust me, I know, because I did it. Just kind of telling you and taking you through all of this. Yes, it is for people that need to lose weight, but it's for people that to want a better understanding. It's like going to a registered dietitian, which if you would go to this particular one that helped create this program, it's $300 a session. You're getting almost 41 basically sessions with her. And at $300 an hour, compared to what you're paying for this program that you get to have for your entire life, you pay the one price and you're done with it. Like, this food first approach kind of spoke to me because, like I said, with all these images I'm looking at of my old self, you know, it is someone that needed probably, I needed to know, and I started at a good point, but like this is like ramped up and even so much better for you guys, for anybody that wants to start. No, the exercise is not required. And most of the programs that like I help and represent and learn about and share with you guys is exercise based, and it has the nutrition program. This is completely about nutrition. Yes, exercise is welcome. Yes, you need to exercise for good heart health and to sleep well and all those other benefits, your stress and all that kind of stuff. But, if you are someone that was like, I can't exercise with, 100 pounds on this frame extra, when you start losing that 20, 30, 40 pounds, that 10 pounds that is inhibiting you, you're going to start to feel more confident, and you're going to want to maybe do like some just walking, and then you're going to want to do like some walk run, and then you're like, I want to do like a country heat workout where I'm just like dancing in my living room, or I want to do P90X3 like where you started, or 21 Day Fix. And that's when we start to say, okay, you've got this food thing down. Now we're going to transition it to where you're doing something that is good for your heart and is good for your mind, your body, all of that. But then you're also going to go ahead and put that into your life. Because I get it. I'm busy. I don't work out, and this and that. And I get that. This program is what every person probably in high school should be taught. When you sit down at a restaurant, you're looking at a menu and you're like, I don't know what to order. I want to order this, but I feel like that might not be a good choice. But is it a good choice? And she takes us through that. Like, this is what you can order. This is what would be a better choice. Takes you to the grocery store with her, every aisle, down all the aisles, and saying, this is the kind of stuff you want to put in your grocery cart. This is stuff you want to put in your body. This is the stuff you don't want to put in your body, and why. This is for people that I know that exercise is not part of this, and for me, I love exercise, but when I was just starting, gosh, I wish I had this. I wish so much that I had this, and I am so glad that they created it, and I'm so glad that I can bring this to you, because as an emotional eater, as a volume eater that I was, this is huge. Like, for someone that used to go to friends' houses when I was younger, and their pantries and their food portions and what they were actually eating looked funny, I was like, this is weird. They ate differently. But in reality, it was probably pretty normal, what a lot of normal families do eat and stuff like that. So this is like nutrition 400, like in a college level course kind of thing. And you have that, this thing where you can just go to, and you have these videos and these to understand what's going on. And it's like having a registered dietitian right with you. But all that being said, I think I've probably said everything. If you have questions, let me know, because I want this program for those that really struggle with emotional eating and just food and looking at it, and there's some sort of like turmoil, or like sometimes you feel defeated by food, like almost less than, because you don't have the knowledge to stand up to it and be like, you know what, I'm not going to do this, or I am going to do this, and like I know what this such and such does for my body. So, like, I'm just closing this. Like, that was me. That was me. This was me, too. And I showed this picture earlier about, look at my eyes. Look at those eyes. I was defeated, struggling. This was right before I started. This was, like, day one. I was over 225 pounds. That was the weekend before, and I look at my face, I look at my body, and I feel like I was in the fetal position all the time. I felt less than, I felt horrible, I was super unhealthy, and I looked at my babies, I looked at my kids, and all I wanted to ever do was be a really good mom, and I wanted to give them an example, and I wanted to be that person for them, to teach them the things that I was never taught, because you didn't do that. I mean, I didn't learn about this kind of stuff in school, and hey girl, hey, if you have questions, ask me, put it here if you're watching this later, or whatever it might be, but this is definitely for you, those of you that want to have a better relationship, a positive relationship with food and your body, where you're not feeling like, oh, I had a cheat. I had a cupcake and I've cheated and I've messed it all up and blah, 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 blah. Now, like, it's not a free pass to just eat cupcakes, right? But you're going to get to a point where you're going to be able to not feel guilty about having a cupcake for your birthday or whatever it is. Or you're going to say, meh, like, it doesn't really matter that much. Someone that's an addict to, like, sugar and all that kind of stuff, like, for me to stand up here and say that when I probably put about 5 or 6 bakeries myself out of business, and yeah, that's why I looked like that and wasn't taking care of myself, and hence, hindsight's, 20/20, they say. But this is not something you're going to be told, no, you can't have that. Because like I said, the second you're told, no, you can't have it, you want it. That's our psychology. So if you have questions about this, there's lots of different options. She even is holding this awesome exclusive group for people that have this program, which I can give you details on, where she's going to have the group and she's going to be the one leading it. Like, as a coach, I lead all these challenge groups and, success groups and everything for people, so they have accountability, and when they have questions, they can put it in the group. Sorry, the timer to pick up the kids went off, and I gotta do that because I will forget to go get them because I don't look at the time all the time. That's bad. Oh, mom life, right? But I don't even know what I was saying. But you'll get and just to kind of overview it real quick, you get these videos, you get this tracker thing where you're gonna track some stuff. She's big on the water. She actually, and I'm kind of nervous about this because someone that had eating disorders and was so obsessed with the scale, she does want you to be on the scale, to get on the scale, because you're going to, whatever you ate the day before, it might reflect something, either a weight gain or weight loss, and that's going to be able to tell you, whoa, my body really likes quinoa, because it somehow like makes me burn fat more or whatever it is, but rice seems to, I hold more water, and then the next day you jump on and you're down all that weight or whatever it might be. But it's for you to learn your body and what you're doing. And if you go somewhere, like I talk with my hands, like you go somewhere, I'm very passionate about this, you go somewhere for someone to tell you that, it's going to cost a money, right? And I remember going and trying to find those different answers and going to this place and going to this place and injecting this into my body, which, oh my God, please don't do that. Like, that is what we're so wanting, that, yes, to be thin, but y'all, I want you to be healthy. I want you to be healthy. And I know some people are like, they go to the doctor, and I know I was angry at my doctor one time, knowing that she was like, oh, you're still overweight. And I was like, I'd lost like 40 pounds at that point, and I was angry at her. I was so angry because she had no clue what I was doing. She only saw the numbers on the scale. Did she look at my measurements and see all the inches that I had lost? Did she see like how my lifestyle was changing, how it was for my whole family, for the kids, for Justin, what we were and were not putting into our bodies? No, and it ticked me off. But I looked at it then when I stepped back, because I've heard a lot of people that have a significant amount of weight to lose, and it is not good. The reality is, it is not good to carry that extra on you. It's harder on your joints. It's harder. It's physically harder. It's I'm just so passionate about this. I love this. Like, I can't even believe, like, I get emotional about this. I can't believe it's finally here, and it's right here for you guys. But you just you put it out there. So I mean, price-wise, I'll throw it out there. I don't give a crap. Like $99 unless you have the discount. Or like we compare it with your nutrition, because nutrition is really, really important in a lot of people. And this is just the cold hard truth. When you're that overweight, you have nutritional deficiencies. Like you're lacking in certain areas, and in a way to get that in, if there's something that is legit good for you, that's researched, that's tested, that's from all over the world, because you can't grow certain things here because of all the pollution and all the stuff, and like, you know, like that's huge. That's only going to aid in your success and where you want to be, and it's going to help you feel better. And yes, and you're right about the doctors, and they take one nutrition class, one nutrition class, unless that has changed from when I've asked doctors, how many nutrition classes do you take? They said, I have one in college, but they're the first one to tell you you're obese, you need to lose weight, you need to restrict your calories, and you need to move more. And okay, get that, but where are the tools? Where's the help? Where is the guidance? Because you're just like flying by the seat of your pants trying these things, and then you get discouraged and you don't have someone that's there to help you. And that's what I get to do. Not what I do. What I get to do and what I love to do for people. Yeah. Oh, moms are just like 2 eggs a week. Oh. Okay. Well, we could talk about that. I would love to know why. I would really love to know why. And that's a thing, like when I hear this kind of stuff, what is the reason behind it? Because I'm always wanting to learn more about this. I am so fired up about this program, because it's so much what, like, I look around and see so many people, like, every single person, I don't care if you a trainer, you a whatever, this is for every single person. It is like a class, like your nutrition that we all are like gifted to. And like I said, $99 is what it is. You have it for your whole life. You have it. They're coming out with an app where you can actually like track your everything. There's so many program materials. There's she has recipes, because I know a lot of people don't like to cook. People are asking me, is it kosher friendly, vegan friendly, vegetarian friendly, gluten free friendly, all that stuff? Guess what the answer is? Yes, yes, yes it is. Yes it is. Like, this is for everyone. This girl wishes she would have had it, because maybe even prior to this, when I was, a little bit. But wait, what picture was that? I think it was this one. This one, the one I'm in. I should not have wore this outfit. I'm just saying, when I was here and here, if I would have had something like this, that nutrition, I don't know. Maybe I would have started earlier, and maybe I would have, whatever. Nutrition around eggs for protein. There is nothing off limits. She's not going to tell you what you can or cannot eat. So there's that. It is not something that's like you can eat this and you cannot eat that. That's not what it is. So, I mean, yes, eggs are a great way for people to get in protein, but some people cannot have eggs. So guess what? Sub it out. Shakeology. Boom. Done. Like, and it's all the superfoods and the nutrition and, I can't. I could go on forever. Because I love this. And I love seeing people step in, go balls to the walls, like grow a pair, try it, and their whole life changes. And I'm all about like breaking the cycle, because I decided a long time ago, I'm breaking this cycle. Like Antonia, Julio, Anella, Justin, they're not going to live that life in turmoil and just felt like you are a caged animal or something, and your life revolved around what to eat, and when could I get more food, and what were we going to eat today? Like, I used to get mad at my mom for cooking certain things. Like, I was so emotionally invested in what we were having, because for me, and because of my past, that was my comfort. That was food was my buddy. Food was my buddy, but food was always my, like, enemy too. My best friend and my enemy at the same time. So, yes, super excited about this. If you have specific questions pertaining to you, let me know, or get with your coach and ask them, because they should be, letting you know what's going on, and if they ain't, you need to let them know that they need to be doing what they supposed to do. But anyway, so anything else? I don't think so. Totally educational, effective. The videos, I know it said there were 41 videos, but most of them are like, 3-5 minutes long. The longest one she said is when she takes you grocery shopping for 30 minutes. Well, thank you. Thank you for 30 minutes of your life. You get to go to the grocery store with a registered dietitian. Hey, and you don't pay them $300, right? I mean, think about the money, even the money aspect in this. And I get it because we have struggled. Rubbing 2 pennies together sometimes for us was really hard. When I used to have to call Justin and say, is there $3 or $4 in the bank account that I can put gas in the car to get the kids to preschool? Yeah, not cool. But I get it. That's that. But I always think about how my life would have been different if I wasn't stuck in spending $10 a day going to Little Caesars and buying 2 pizzas. Because we didn't need 2 pizzas. And that stuff's not good for you anyway. But, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so fired up. Just keep going off. They can wait. No, they won't. I am always early. So, anything else? The 41 videos. The price. Like, think about it. If Justin and I, we never go out on date night. Never. Well, because it costs a lot of money to pay a babysitter. It costs a lot of money to go out and do that kind of stuff. And that's a one-time thing. One time. Like one night, easily $100. Easily $100 in one night. But you can invest that into your health, and you can share it with your kids. You can share it with your husband. You can share it with your parents. You can share it with anybody that comes over to your house and what you're kind of doing. And it's the same $100, and you have it for your whole life. And it could absolutely trade. Like, I'm all about investing like $160, $100 and changing my life. So, yes. Oh, too, Melissa, like, I love that too, because when I had that lap band surgery, wish I had that removed, because I found Beachbody, and all I was eating anyway was cakes and pies, because that's all I could eat, because that's what happens when you alter your body like that. Just saying. Like, they were like, just go to Walmart and buy some sort of protein, and I was like, okay, like, because you don't know. Well, guess what? Most of that protein that's at Walmart is not an isolate. It's a concentrate. All it is fillers in there, and maybe a gram or 2. But you're like, oh, I'm getting 50 grams and I got it at Walmart. I bought it where I buy my toilet paper. No, no. And guys, that was me because I didn't know better. But when you know better, you can do better, right? And that's what this is. This girl, she knows better. She knows a heck of a lot better. This girl didn't know better when she first started. This girl knows a lot better, right? And that's what I want for you. I want you to know better, to do better, to be better. And I don't want you to ever feel guilty when you're struggling, because that's what I'm here for. My peeps that struggle, we are family and we help each other, and everyone struggles. Life is horrible sometimes. Life kicks you when you're down 10 times over. But when you have people around you in a community that gets it, they might not have your exact story, but they get it. There you go. It's all the pieces of the puzzle, and that's why it works, and it works forever. Not a lot of things where you stop it and there it goes, because that was me. I was right back to where I was before. Whoop. Mama Baker, the app is included in the program. You get that. It is no, the app is not to cost more, so you pay that one time for everything. You have it forever, ever. And you'll be able to download that. It comes out the 4th of June, so you'll be able to use all that app info, everywhere. And it's, like I said about the videos, they're not DVDs. You would pull them up on your computer. You log into a little site. You can pull it up, type in the web address, pull it up on your phone, wherever you need to do it. And it's for, as of right now, it's for iOS users, so just keep that in mind, the app. But any other questions, please message me, post them below. I will let you know. And Courtney, thanks girl. Let me know anything you need, and I will talk to y'all later.